provider content, original channel content, your content. This is my content. That's legal. The legalese says this is my content. Okay? This live stream is my content. I own it. That's what it says right here. They don't want to own it. It says it's your content. What does the legal term your content mean, I guess is the question. I'm not kidding. That is the question. The words of a document, it can be information or just communicating. It has every relevant meaning of a message. Okay. YouTube is willfully and in bad faith maintaining the Hollywood Laughingstock channel. I know for a fact because I had done copyright claims and I've been rejected. I'm pretty sure I've been rejected. I'm pretty sure I never heard an approval from a copyright claim, and there's no way. So let's just talk about what's fair use and what's not. So fair use is generally speaking for the public good. Okay, it's for the public good. So when it's transformative, it means that so I saw an example of a TV show being streamed with a lawyer reacting, and that was transformative in that it took it from a TV show to legal advice. It was transformative, but that's for the public good, right? So that was fair use. There, okay. There's a few weight percentage of percentage of use. I mean, percentage of use of in terms is also a really big weight. So if you say 95% use in every video, then it's I'll just say it's going to be really hard to say that you have fair use to be posting it. If you're using 100% from another channel, you have to basically be able to tell the court why it's fair use. What's fair about it? Now, I'll tell you what is unfair about it is that you get to offer a title and prejudge for the viewer, a pre-assess for the viewer to your liking, and content, my content, that for that matter, which is my meaning, right? Like content is meaning. It's the meaning. So a lot, I would say that there is no indication that the copyright owner, the fair use claimant has any idea what it even means. So because of that, it's very unlikely that it's fair use because the person isn't actually commenting on the message. Well, and obviously you can say that the artist doesn't own the message, but the courts generally, I don't know that's I don't think the courts agree. Judges are not like artists really typically sometimes, but typically the court is typically there's an objective meaning to a lot of the things I say and do. I can give the meaning, I can give the context, I can give the, you know, and I will truthfully at every endeavor, and that's fair use in a sense too. In a sense, fair use really does mean fair use. Fair use. It means fair use, like using it fairly, like in a way that isn't just taking from the content creator or the content owner for that matter. More the content owner being more important. No, being only important. And so it's my content per YouTube's things is everything that's on Hollywood Laughingstock. Everything. And there's several factors I can think of right now that would make it. I do not think it's possible to win an argument against this. I'm sorry. I've watched enough copyright fair use videos to understand that, and Hollywood Laughingstock things. Like I've seen enough, not all of them, obviously, but I've seen enough to know that they're actually the opposite of fair use. They're actually like, yeah, they are unfair use. They are deeply unfair use. In fact, that's the whole fucking reason that it pisses me off, I guess, is that it is unfair use. And there's then, okay, but then we talk about parody. Parody. So, parody. What is a parody? Been spending most of our lives living in an Amish paradise. That was a parody, right? People enjoyed that. It made their lives richer, you know. And that is not necessarily a quantifiable thing. Is people's joy or whether they like something or that whole experience. But parody, is Hollywood Laughingstock parody? Is the question. Well, it's definitely not both criticism and parody. Okay, it's definitely not criticism and parody, and the reason being is that parody under fair use is a sort of a funny, I believe, entertaining reproduction. So you still can't use like the master of the Gangster's Paradise. They probably had to make a new track and everything. Okay, you can't use 100% of everything that's in there. You can, you know, there's like, okay, and I mean, it's just, and so I'm trying to find so because it's 100% my material, and I've told them in various forms. I've told Google in various, or YouTube rather, YouTube LLC. I've told them various times that this is a channel meant to, from clipping my live streams and then putting decontextualized misleading titles and representing them as my actions or beliefs or etc. without comment from the fair use claimant. So the fair use, except for in the text, Now the text is not a part of my content. The titles are not my content. Okay, and so then you say, okay, well it's transformative. That's for damn sure. Isn't it fair use? Well, if you're transforming it for the sake of making somebody look bad or because you hate them, I don't know that I can't find any fair use arguments like that. Not really. It's not satire because he's not adding anything original to it. He's just cutting it. He's just reorganizing it What he's adding is misrepresentative of the original material that I own, the meaning that I own. So therefore, it's not fair use. And it's not criticism because it's misrepresenting of the material, right? To be criticism, you have to know what the material means. You have to criticize and speak about it. Michael doesn't speak about me on Hollywood Laughingstock. He just shows clips of me out of context with words added. You guys like. Oh, I know you told that joke in the last live stream, I believe. You guys think it's so fucking funny. I'm going to win the lawsuit in every single place. I promise you, I'm going to win every aspect of this lawsuit because I'm in the right and I'm doing what's fair. That's why. Not because I'm some fucking, that's it. And I know it because I've looked it up and I've done the research and I've read the case law and there is no precedent of anyone getting fair use for doing something like Hollywood. I'm telling you that when you look up what is fair use, things like Hollywood Laughingstock don't even come up. Like, because it's so outside of the norm that it's not even really in much case law probably either, to be quite honest. But it's about to be. And the one thing it also is defamation. And if it's a criminal act or civil violation of my civil rights, then it's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair by definition, right? It's not fair. And so there's no way. And so it's like, dude, the legal gymnastics that Michael and YouTube will have to do. Michael especially. Gregory. Yeah, he's gonna have to do a lot of legal mental gymnastics. YouTube, yes, because they're gonna have to say that they didn't. Well, they're gonna have to say that none of the reports I sent them constituted any look into it, you know, because if they did look into it, well, then they fucked up on my fair use arguments, because and then we have a bigger problem, is that there's all these different things to report someone for, right? Like, what was I supposed to do? And once YouTube did not vote in my favor enough times or ignore my thing altogether enough times, I have it's fair use of me to say, I don't fucking believe that this does anything in particular. You know, I don't think this actually is going to help me at all. And they don't give a fuck. And yeah, they're like, fuck off. We don't care. And I would also say it's probably mostly made decisions by an AI bot. Because that's about the level of intelligence of an AI bot. And that's really the difference between an AI bot and a person, is that a person would probably look at that and know right away that it wasn't fair use, and or that it was mean. And if someone was complaining that they were being cyberbullied, a person, they would probably be like, hey, claimant of fair use, are you doing this to bully them? And then you say, I don't know what you say. Maybe you say yes, maybe you say no, but you try to back up whatever you said. Let's say you say yes. So if you say yes, then you've just, I guess, lost. So you have to say no. Okay, so no. Okay, so you say no. It's not meant to bully. It's meant to really inform the public of this dangerous person, of this activity that is worthy enough of the public's good that I can take 100% of someone else's content, namely the person with the claim for, you know, copyright infringement. It's what his behavior has to be so salient or prescient to the public good to constitute fair use, right? Like ISIS beheading videos, for example, to be very sad and direct. That is a fair use of their content. Without, potentially you can argue that. I mean, they are beheading people, right? Now, we kill people by lethal injection, I suppose. You could argue that's just as bad. If it's during war, then dude, I mean, you guys have to. It's context. It's context. It's not all content. It's both. Well, it's going to depend on who is talking right now, whether or not I'm articulating well or not. If, in fact, it's all people that are known to associate with Michael Thompson, it would only make sense that it's only going to be negative impressions of my fucking everything, right? And then if that's true, then don't you think that the Hollywood Laughingstock is, in fact, they do say there is one a statute that I didn't even really bring up because I before now wasn't sure if it applied to live streams. Future market value. How does it affect future market value for the copyright owner, the content owner? And well, here's the balance. If I'm the content owner, reproduction of me and any spreading is actually to some degree publicity, right? There's truth to that argument that any publicity is good publicity, which is not true. It's actually any publicity is publicity. That's true. Okay, that's true. Good it's true. I'm telling you. Because what does that mean? That good publicity. It means that it's ultimately good for you. Well, in this case, yes, it was good for me to learn the law, but these are meta analyses that most people probably aren't even. That's probably partly why people don't always understand what I'm saying, because I make sort of meta commentary on it. So, but in the real world, okay, a judge is not going to ask like, is this content that Mr. Thompson intended to attack the character of Mr. Schultz going to improve his work outlook or even his ability to profit? Actually, because you took all of it. Now that I just think about it differently, because you took it all and clipped it and you upped the value of it in a sense by adding, you change the values. No, you change the content. You change the context of the content. It's very complicated, but what I'm trying to say is that you added your value to what is I own my value without my permission. And you did it in such a way as to insinuate very obviously that you believe this person to be a criminal. I think it says that in the bio. So you're trying to tell people I'm a criminal. Now, is trying to tell people I'm a criminal gonna make it more? My live stream is more market value high to me? Well, the fact that I'm gonna slam your ass to fucking hell in court, yes, sure, maybe. But your intention, if you win, then guess what? You've just devalued live streamers' content immensely, and you've handed it over to the general public, the non-content owners. So therefore, your argument is invalid, and you actually have no legal argument or standing to use any of my content. Please remove it at once. Yeah, you don't understand, and that's your problem. Is that you don't understand, and the judge will. Also, the judge will take into consideration who said, who K. Ride Express is, what his background is. Brett has HIV. Okay, I'll give a drug test to the court if they ask. I didn't actually use any of the drug claims as defamatory. Oh no, 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 no! You're way into the dramatics of it at the expense of my life. You piece of shit. You real, genuine piece of shit. All of you in the live chat right now are bad. You're bad right now. You're bad people. You have fucking made my life a lot harder, and that was your choice. And there's good and bad, and I wish you well. And I don't think you're all going to prison, but I think that you're all bad people objectively. And what are those? What are the rules? What are the civil? What is the court procedure? Cocky Garen, tell me. What's the what? Are, which one? All right, I'm not mad anymore. I'm like it's the reason why I'm able to formulate the arguments that I am is because I'm not. I'm not because it's stupid. I don't care. I care insofar as I have to care as a citizen and a person of the world. But I'm not mad. I don't care. Fuck. I don't. The defendant is the defendant. I'm not angry. I mean, there. Let's and there's a lot of trauma to be worked through. Even though I have decided to drop my anger, maybe not. Maybe it doesn't have to be so bad. I don't know. A lot of the chemicals, like when you get provoked, make are traumatic, and then over time they can become even more traumatic, and then over time they can become even more traumatic, and then more traumatic and more traumatic, and then some people kill themselves, and then some people learn how to live differently, and I'm learning how to live differently, which involves suing fucking who I need to sue, because it was either that or die, I guess. For me, ignorance is not an excuse for what? I'm not doing this for. I'm doing this to educate everybody about Michael Thompson. Provided that that is Michael Thompson that's saying this about ignorance about court procedure, okay? Provided that that is him, I'm asking this username, what is the insinuation of what you're saying? Where am I not following court procedure? What court procedure are you referring to in the first place, I guess? The court procedure for which court? Which judge, too? And like all that. So what are you referring to? Which behavior? Yeah, and you said civil procedure. Okay, which civil procedure doesn't happen on a live stream. It happens like when you're filling out forms and you file them and you go to the courthouse. It doesn't happen here. It could, I guess. I mean, this could be admissible in court. So what? So what? Tell me what? Tell me what? And so this is what I'm teaching everyone in here is that Michael Thompson has no idea what he's talking about anymore. That it's gotten so bad that he literally doesn't actually understand the words that are coming out of his mouth, in the sense that he can't keep a coherent argument or a conversation or because a lot of, I think, what he does is done born out of anger, of jealousy, or of rage, and that supersedes the facts for him, and that's my opinion. And so tell me, what's the court procedure? Okay, see, look, they don't know. There's no response. There's no response on. No, I didn't. No, I didn't e-file it. I fucking filed it. I filed it. I went down to the fucking courthouse and handed the judge a mandatory chambers copy. Stop trying to slander me and defame. Stop trying to defame me by insinuating that what I did was easy. Let's see you do it. Why don't you sue me? Sue me. I dare you. I mean, if you take the time to do it, you deserve to fucking have your shot heard. Go the fuck ahead. So you're saying, so Michael Thompson officially doesn't know what he's talking about, and he's just saying things to make, and you guys are all doing what he wants anyway. And like, you're all nothing. It's just like you're just provoking me. I mean, that's it. And I don't know. It's like, am I mad? I was taught to be mad about that. I think I was taught to be mad about that. But am I mad about it? I don't like to think what it might do to ultimately, that's the opposite of what I think what society is aiming for. So, no, there's just no way. And I only know that by like my faith, my inner faith, really. There's no way I can justify it. There's no way I can. There's no way I can not condemn it. And all of you guys, to be quite honest, you guys are ignorance incarnate, and you're also rude, and you're also, all you do is insult me. Oh my God, it's like, and guess what? But guess what? I'm fucking smart. Okay. Like, the thing is, it's way more likely you don't understand what I'm saying because you're not as smart as I am than what I'm saying is delusional or doesn't make sense. Let's just say that. Okay. And that's my opinion. And I have childhood trauma. I do. And I think I was taught to be afraid of being smart. And I think I need to embrace it more. Like this lawsuit. But it's not like I fucking really had to strategize it. It just happened. That's why you get sued, because you do something that's bad over time, usually. Okay, look. I don't want to see. I'm not dropping the lawsuit. There is 0% chance. There is 0% chance that the lawsuit is being dropped, nor it's being ignored. Zero. I don't care if you never speak of me again. I don't care if you change your ways forever, Mr. Thompson. I noted the change in your tone, by the way. I did watch about 2 minutes, less, and I noticed that you made you said something. Hey, be warned that this person does have some mental illness. And that was your first live stream back from what? Being sued for a lot of money. That's a fucking coincidence if I ever heard one. If you think that you're going to delete all, I mean, look, that's what it looks like. What it looks like is this. You're going to try to feign that I was somehow threatening to you when I never threatened you. Never. I simply said you were a bully and do your worst. Try it at me. And you did. But that doesn't make what you did legal. Even if it's fucking justifiable in the court of God, I guess. Even if you want to fucking, in the court of law, there's no legal. And honestly, there's no way I could have foreseen. The thing is, what you did was unusually cruel. Unusually. Very unusually, I'm coming to find. That I can't. Please cut off my fingers, all 5 of them, and keep going, please. He asked me, please. He asked me, please, Your Honor. No, they're gonna be like, you're fucking sick, and you tortured this guy. That's it. The court's. That's it. That's it. There's no. It would take a Socrates reincarnate to me even get insanity a plea. It's not thrown out. It's not thrown out. It's the opposite. You have to answer. Don't you understand? Didn't you read the summons? Don't you know the civil ordinance, the civil procedure, as it were? Didn't you read the little paper? It says you have to respond. If you need help, go to your local library. I think you better go to your local library, Michael, and fucking look up what the fuck to say. Or come up with some real. You're not creative, though, and that's why you have to steal my content and other people's content that are way cooler than you. All the people you fucking rip on are way cooler than you. They're smarter. They're more humble. They're just nice. They're so much cooler. They're less transphobic than you, for sure. They're you're probably, I don't know, homophobic. I don't know. I don't know. But they're way cooler than you. Way, all of them. I like them all. I happen to like them. And I usually, and I think they're smart, and I think they're cool, and I think you're a jerk. And that's why, and that's why I called you a bully. And use your right to make content and money does not outweigh Justin or Brett's First Amendment rights. Even though Brett's Canadian, I don't know what the First Amendment means over there. I think they do have it, basically. And I do think there's a treaty that probably establishes a unique clause to both countries. You guys probably don't understand what I'm saying right now because it's too much for you, but dude, you guys keep saying that he's like a white supremacist. Honestly, you shouldn't say those things, because this is why. Everyone in here is liable to be unmasked. You understand? So Brett has HIV, unmasked. It's possible that you could be unmasked in court. And then if you're unmasked in court and you're saying that about Brett and it's not true, and you do it a bunch of times, then Brett can sue you too. Probably in small civils, maybe in federal. I don't know. Maybe there's got to be some sort of court system that handles. I bet you could. I bet you there's some treaty that allows adjudication between parties in Canada. North American treaty, something like that. No, you're saying it because you're trying to hurt him or something. Like, dude, you guys think that we're dumb, and like, that's the sad part. It's so weird how you guys think that the people that you're criticizing are dumb when you're the fucking idiots. The guys that you're criticizing are very, very smart, typically, actually. Higher IQ. Justin Lewis Ray has a higher than average IQ. Period. 100%. I would bet my life on it. That he's got at least a 116 IQ. And that's not bad. That's high-ish. He could have it higher, though. I just don't know him that well. I do know he's articulate. He is open to ideas, so he's probably thought a lot. So he probably has a good, pattern recognition. He's reflective, which means he's growing. I bet you, he's got a decent IQ. And Brett Loven, too. Brett Loven had to revise some of his opinions, like about thinking that I was tricking him. And I mean, honestly, I get it. No, I got it. I was just like, I get it. I know. I'm not gonna try to convince you that I'm not. I think I did a little, but then I was like, if someone was doing this to me right now, I'd be like, bye. You're trying to trick me. I know it. You guys are the fall. You're a fall of a sort. You guys are really about to just go like dominoes. Because you add nothing. You're doing nothing positive. You're all committing civil violations by harassing me. And how do I know you're harassing me? Because you're not saying anything meaningful or consistent. Except for stop suing Michael. That's all you're saying. Stop suing Michael. No. Stop suing Michael. No. I'm not. I'm not dropping it ever. He has 0 case. I mean, everyone's got a case, so maybe he's got 0.01. Okay? Good luck on 0.01, buddy. You better get to the library. I don't have to turn off the chat. Hey, you know what? It used to really fucking torture me when you guys did this. But now that I'm suing the person that you're trying to protect for just violations, I'm not so scared of you guys anymore because I know that he's about to go down for crimes. Many crimes, probably. That's fair use. You could fucking post that. Do it. That's fair use. That's newsworthy. Same cyber stalking, gang stalking leader in Kentucky is put down by an angry songwriter, because that's why you gotta litigate. And thus also does confirm my point 2 years ago when you guys started calling me crazy, that litigation can be good for society because I have a lot to offer. Brett has HIV, says rap was becoming that songwriter. Brett has HIV, says, see, like, do you understand? Okay, this is actually also why this lawsuit is happening. Because look, how am I supposed to ever have a fucking decent career when you guys are always harassing me and misreading willfully everything I do and say just because you don't like me and you think it's funny? I'm honestly less likely to sue on that than if you're hurting someone else, but I had no choice. No, actually, that's not true. I had no choice. I had 0 choice. You pushed me to a corner. You backed me into a corner. And it turns out you have 0 standing, Michael. 0. And Mr. Holmes, 0. None. You have none standing. None. And you did what I said. You conspired with each other. I know you did because you're best friends. And it's like, dude, I'm sure there's going to be a preponderance of evidence that indicates such. Lay down under the sky, go where as we lay there, right the time. Someone else, I'm not to know, I could be as we lay down. I'm gonna want every internal communication, every single one. Oh, I just want to say to YouTube, I also want to see every internal communication on the subject of Todd Michael Schultz's channel and the Hollywood Laughingstock channel. Were there any internal communications between anybody at YouTube about the issue of the Hollywood Laughingstock channel? Did anyone know? Did anyone talk about it? Did anyone have a conversation? Did anyone have an email about it? I will motion to compel any communications between any executives at YouTube, any low level, any mid level, anybody at YouTube third party affiliate, and I will motion to compel evidence. So if there in fact is a reason why this was allowed, I really would have rathered a response than a we can't do anything about it at this time. But we will do what the court says. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't sound very right to me. That doesn't sound very safe harbor ish for communications, if you might. And didn't that YouTube just get kind of busted with? Or no, it wasn't YouTube. It was somebody else that got busted changing the frequencies. I know all these things, like the frequencies. And when I say the frequencies, what I mean is if you shift the pitch or you make it a little faster, you change the frequency of a song. Do you know what I mean? Of a track, even. More so a track. A track. That's what has a frequency, is a track. Like a record. And that's how ASCAP collects it. And so if someone slows it down just like a little bit, it could not get registered by ASCAP's detector. I think there's a $200 million settlement actually because of something like that. I actually did think that something like that was happening. Not gonna lie, I told Brett that. 2 years ago. I thought it was around the time that you started seeing, and I could have been just hearing things. It's possible. That's possible. Seeing things that weren't there. No, or hearing things rather. But I wondered if there weren't a subtle shift in pitch on a lot of these songs that I know normally they sound like maybe brighter or something. And I just wondered if there wasn't a shift or something, when this new style of, they had Vivo for a while, and then they did the artist's name and a musical note. And when that transition happened, 4K was coming. 4K, I think 4K refers to a mastering of an audio record as well as a video. I think you can 4K or something similar. Leave Kanye alone. Just leave him alone, bro. Just leave him alone. Just leave him the fuck alone. If you don't like him, leave him the fuck alone. Or at least talk shit about him from your own house. I was talking to paparazzi. You can talk shit about him from your own house if you want. I think he says some dumb things, but whatever. That's just me. Oceans apart, day after day, and I wonder how we can. I hear your voice all night, but it doesn't ease the pain. If I see you next to never, then when can we say forever? Wherever you go, whatever you do, I will be right here waiting for you. Whatever it takes, oh how my heart breaks, I will be right here waiting for you. Waiting for you. And I will be right here waiting for you. How can we say forever? Cause baby it's now or never. Wherever you go, whatever you do, I will be right here waiting for you. Whatever it takes, or how my heart breaks, I will be right here waiting for you. I wonder how we can survive this romance. In the end, if I'm with you, I'll take the chance. And I will be right here waiting for you. Wherever you go, whatever you do, I will be right here waiting for you. Whatever it takes, or how my heart breaks, I will be right here waiting for you. When you want it the most, there's no easy way out. When you're ready to go, and your heart's left and down, don't give up on your faith. When you want it the most, when you want it the most, there's no easy way out. When you want it the most, there's no easy way out. How when you're ready to go, and your heart's left and die. Don't give. There's no easy way out. You're ready to go, and your heart's left and die. Don't give up on faith. Love comes to those who believe, and that's the way it is. I can read your mind, and I know your story. I see what you're going through, yeah. When it's an uphill climb, and I'm feeling sorry, but I know it will come to you, yeah. So don't surrender, 'cause you can win in this thing called love. And when you want it the most, there's no easy way out. When you're ready to go and your heart's left and die, don't give up on your faith, 'cause love comes to those who believe. And that's the way it is. Oh, oh. And I just talk, and I know your story, and I can let it be to a world. And I know that thing, and I find it oh, so love's gonna come for you, yeah. So don't surrender, 'cause you can't win in this thing called love. And when you want it the most, there's no easy way out. When you're ready to go, hey, hearts lifted down. Don't give up on your faith, 'cause love comes to those who believe it. And that's the way it is. Oh. When you question me for a simple answer, I don't know what to say. Oh, it's hard to see if we stick together, and you're gonna find a way. So don't surrender, 'cause you can't win in this thing called love. And when you want it the most, there's no reason way out. You're ready to go, and your heart's left and die. Don't you give up on your faith, 'cause love comes to those who believe it. And that's the way it is. That's the way it is. Oh, 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 yeah. That's the way it is. When you don't surrender, 'cause you can win in this game called love. And when you want it the most, there's no easy way out. You're ready to go, and your heart's left and die. How don't give up on your faith, 'cause love comes to those who believe. And that's the way it is. And that's the way it is. Bet nobody knows what song that is. I'll give you a hint. A piano gets destroyed in the beginning of the music video. So, let's see what the key is. That's it. But I know, but you know. So, I know that you know that we don't see. Oh, and it's so hard to wait patiently. I walk the streets with the song in my head. We ebb and we flow. So got my toes tucked in at the foot of the bed. My heart always seems to know. We'll take the glance back. I want your soul instead. 'Cause I found some kind of fairy tale. I used to hover outside my. It's but the beat. Fuck. I gotta start again. Yeah, I know. You know that we don't see. It's so hard. Truth way. Patiently, I walk these streets with the song in my head. We ebb and we flow. So got my toes tucked in at the foot of the bed. My heart always seems to know to get so back on with the soul instead. 'Cause I found some kind of fairy tale. Oh, and I used to own a hover. Oh, outside my truth. Oh, and always I wonder about what I lose. Take away my record deal. Go on, I don't need it. Spent the last few years getting to what's real. My heart feels so clear. You feel just like I feel. 'Cause I found some kind of fairy tale. Of course she does something hard. No leader, flat on rent control. Oh, that's the life I choose. That to the fashion show. Poses that I see through the rubies in the afternoon. Oh, rubies. I didn't know that was the lyric. 'Cause I found some kind of fairy tale. Oh, hey. No, be the fairy tale. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Let's see. I'm playing B. I don't care what key she wrote it in. The song that I'm about to play. If anyone can guess it, I'll congratulate you. It crashed on the floor when crashed on the floor when I moved in. No, crashed on the floor when I moved in. This little bungalow with some strange new friends. Stay up too late and I'm too thin. We promise each other that's till the end. I was spinning empty bottles, it's the five of us. The bloody-eyed boys, girls die to trust. I can't resist the day. No, I can't resist the day. Oh, and Jenny screams out, and it's no close. 'Cause when she dances, she goes and goes. Pouring beer through the nose on an inside joke. And I'm so excited I haven't spoken. And she's so pretty and she's so sure. But maybe I'm more clever than a girl like her. The summer's all in bloom. Oh, the summer's ending soon. It's alright, and it's nice not to be so known. But I hold on to your secrets in White Houses. Maybe I'm a little in over my head. How come undone everything he said? And he's so funny in his bright red shirt on. We were all in love and we all got hurt. And I sneak into his car's leather seat with the smell of gasoline and summer heat. Boy, we're going way too fast. Oh, it's all too sweet tonight. It's alright, and I put myself in his hands. But I hold on to secrets in White Houses and love. Oh, something ignites in veins, and I pray that never fades. In White Houses, in White Houses, in White Houses. Maybe we're all faster than me. We gave each other up so easily. These silly little rooms that'll never mend. I feel so far from where I've been. Oh, and so I go, and I will not be back there again. Time is gone, today is fading on White Houses. Maybe, and you, maybe you'll remember me. What I gave is yours to keep. In White Houses, in White Houses. Also, I wonder if there's any communication about like not sharing my YouTube channel. Unfortunately, it could be an algorithm thing. Don't you think? I mean, it could be. You guys have been saying this whole time. I mean, this is okay. Nah, I don't do requests. Not for you guys. Yeah, okay, it's that. What you guys are doing is witness intimidation. Just an ordinary day, just trying to survive. Just a boy, just an ordinary boy, but he was looking to the sky, and as he asked if I would come along, I started to realize that every day finds just what he's looking for. Like a shooting star, he shines. He says, take my hand. Yeah, why you cannot? Don't you see your dreams lie right in the palm of your hand? Oh. When the rivers around you bring tears to your eyes, when all that surrounds you are secrets and lies, oh, now I'll be your strength. I'll give you hope, keeping your faith when it's done. When the one you should call has been fighting here all alone, and I will take you in my arms and hold you right where you belong. Every word I say is true, this I promise you. On this I promise you, I've loved you forever, in lifetimes before, and I promise you never will hurt anymore. I give you my word, I'll not give you my heart. Oh, this is a battle we've won. Oh, no. And with this vow, forever has now begun. Just close your eyes on His loving day, and know this feeling, it don't go away. And every word I say is true. This promise you, all of this close your eyes. This loving day, oh, when you hold this feeling, it don't go away. And what I say is true. This I promise you. Ooh, I promise you. Over and over I fall when I hear you call. Without you in my life, baby, I just wouldn't be living at all. Oh, I will take it, you in my arms, hold you right when you belong. And every word I say is true. This I promise you. Oh, this I just close your eyes on His loving day, life is through. This I promise you. Oh, this I promise you. Yeah, guess what? That nice shelf and that calm piano belongs to you, yours truly. This be my content too. I was born in a hospital smack dab in the middle of Beverly Hills. I was old as a young man, I was different, I was biting my head. I was born at a young age, I was different, I was biding my time. As I got older, my father told I was born to be a rebel. No, I don't take shit. I was born to be a fighter who fights for nothing. I was born to be on the inside, looking at. Born to be a rebel, oh, 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 rebel of Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills. I time with the one step and the two step, it was blowing mine. I did everything I ever wanted to try. I knew when I got older, I'd be special, I'd be spending my time. But you know, when I asked my father, he said I was born to be a rebel, when I don't take shit, no. I was born to be a fighter who fights for nothing. I was born to be on the outside, on the inside looking in. I was born to be a rebel from Beverly Hills. I was born in a hospital, smack dab in the middle of Beverly Hills. I had as a young boy every damn thing that a young boy could get. I grew older, I was different, I was biding my time. And then I got off to the outside and I saw that I was born to be a rebel when I don't take shit, no. I was born to be a fighter who fights for nothing. And I was born to be on the inside looking in. I was born to be a rebel from Beverly Hills. A rebel from Beverly Hills. A rebel from Beverly Hills. We're low comments now. No, wait, what? Everyone stop talking. Oh, wait, oh yeah, everyone stop talking. Okay, so I just found this lawsuit against YouTube that was dismissed because it wasn't set in the right venue. That's I'm sure they get away with a lot of lawsuits because of that. People don't try again, but it's in the Northern District of California, is where you need to file if you want to sue them. I knew that 2 years ago because I wrote a lawsuit and I sent it to the court, but didn't have it. I don't know. Actually, I don't know what happened. I didn't pay. Or file a waiver, so I wouldn't have known this. Just 2 years ago, and it was about all of this too. It was about the same issue. Wow, look how much shit I've been through. Damn. You're crazy. What the fuck? Civil. It doesn't even show me. Huh. I guess it's too old or something. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh my god, can't find a case? Learn more about what case is it, of course. Come on, let's see what this complaint is. Hope he wasn't being gang stalked, for fuck's sake. Filing a notice of appeal in event jurisdiction is going to begin the jurisdiction of the Court of Appeals, the vested issue of his court control of the Brian holding. Wait, this is YouTube that wrote this for sure. Oh yeah, discussion. Wait, discussion. No, who wrote this? Who wrote discussion? Is this even the? This isn't the court paper, is it? This is a legal analysis. But they don't even say. Let's see. Dude, they don't even mention the complaint in it. Do you know how crazy that is? To discuss a case that you don't even signify. I'm trying to find it here. If you failed to comply, the court did warn the plaintiff if you failed to comply within the time allowed, the complaint would be dismissed. And he did. I guess he failed to comply, which I'm sure is probably 50% or more. The court dismissed an action for failure to state a claim. They didn't do that to me. Plaintiff filed a letter seeking to reopen the case. Okay. Why? What was the case about? This is not what justice is. This is what technicalities are. I can't believe that. Oh, so this is an analysis meant for. It's still upsetting that they don't have the. It doesn't make any sense, actually. It is almost criminal. Home. Okay, case details. Okay. No, we're not here. It's almost criminal that it doesn't mention what he sued for. Because that's the first step. Obviously, he filed one. Didn't he? Oh, yeah, digital forensics for. Oh, no, that's fine. Cyber stalking? Yeah, I'm going to call you guys, and you're going to what? Pay me when I should be suing the people who've been doing it. I'm going to pay you to get them to stop? Yeah, right. Yeah, fucking right. And honestly, that's not right. I have to pay someone? You have to pay someone? If it's a lawyer, maybe. Not a fucking PI, though. Let's see. Ooh, I don't know what that means. Well, you know what I'll do? I don't want to go west. It's too complicated. No, I haven't. Just ask for it. You need it. Yeah. Good. No later. I'm not sure today. Oh, ooh, that's a lot. Oh, that's a lot, dude. It's funny. I can't find the doc for Romney versus YouTube, and the only thing I can find is that it got dismissed because of the jurisdiction, the venue. And I find that to be very odd that you can only sue YouTube, a company that doesn't just operate in California, but operates in every state effectively. Absolutely, they effectively do. Where's their customers in Kansas? In Kansas, right? They're operating in Kansas. Internet's a space too.
What if I told you that it was all meant to be? It wasn't so simple, something you need. It's almost that feeling that I've been here before. Now tell me that you don't think I'm crazy. But when I tell you all this morning we had a moment like this. Some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this. Some people search forever for that one special kiss. Oh, and I can't believe it's happening to me. Some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this. A moment like this, I go with my head out. We'll meet a southern girl with an Levi's on and an open heart. Wish I could save the world like I was Supergirl. I think it's that all night, like not just talking about love. And lately I've been jaded, life got so complicated, but I'm still thinking about it. And I almost forgot what it feels like to know what it feels like with you. I go with my head down, I don't say anything crazy, and though you catch me right before I hit the ground with nothing but a t-shirt on. I never felt so beautiful, baby, you sound tonight. Oh, now that I'm with you, with you, with you, with you. Oh, 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 oh. The real me is a sign of love. I'm loving, talking about love. And lately I can say it, I've got too complicated. And I'm still thinking about it. And I almost forgot what it was like to know what it feels like for you. I go with my head down, I can say anything crazy. I know you catch me right before I hit the ground. Nothing but a t-shirt on, I never felt so beautiful. Baby, yes I do now. Now that I'm with you, with you, with you, with you. Oh, 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 oh. Baby, tell me, love you, take me like nobody else. And now I can be myself with you. I go with my head down, I can say anything, going crazy. I know you'll catch me right before I hit the ground. Nothing but a t-shirt on. Never felt so beautiful. The baby's out tonight. Oh, now that I'm with you, with you. Oh. They turn naturally, and everything else just fades away. It's like a certain song, just meant for us to know. Oh baby, baby, how was I supposed to know? There's something that wasn't right here. Oh, baby, I should have let you go. And now you're right outside here. Show me how you want it to be. Oh, tell me, baby, 'cause I need to know now what we've got. My loneliness is killing me, and I must confess that I still believe when I'm not with you and lose my mind. Give me a sign. Oh, hit me, baby, one more time. Oh, baby, baby, the reason to breathe is you. Certain boy who got me flying. Oh, pretty baby, there's nothing that I wouldn't do. No, it's not the way I planned it. Show me how you want it to be. Tell me, baby, 'cause I need to know now what, because my loneliness has been killing me. And I must confess, I still believe when I'm not with you and lose my mind. Give me a sign. Oh, hit me, baby, one more time. No, oh, baby, baby, yeah. And I must confess, my loneliness, it's killing me now. Oh, you know, I still believe that you will be here and give me a sign. Oh, hit me, baby, I must confess to my loneliness. It's killing me now. Don't you know, I still believe, oh, that you will be here and give me a sign. Oh, hit me, babe, I'm coming. My loneliness is killing me now. Don't you know I still believe, oh, you will be here and give me a sign. Oh, hit me, baby, one more time. Oh, baby, baby. So you tell me you're in love with me, like you can take your pretty eyes away from me. It's not that I don't wanna stay, oh, but every time you come too close, I walk away. I wanna believe in everything that you say, 'cause it sounds so good. But if you really want me, move slow. There's things about me you just have to know. Sometimes I run, sometimes I hide, sometimes I'm scared of you. And all I really want is to hold you tight, oh, treat you right. With your day and night, oh baby, only this time. I don't wanna be so shy, but every time that I'm alone, I wonder why. Tell me that you wait for me, and you see that you're the only one for me. I wanna believe in everything that you say, oh, 'cause it sounds so good. Oh, but if you really want move slow. There's things about me you just have to know. And sometimes I run, sometimes I hide, sometimes I'm scared of you. But all I really want is to hold you close, treat you right, be with you day and night. All I really want is to hold you tight, treat you right, be with you day and night. Baby, all I need is time. Just hang around and you'll see there's nowhere I'd rather be. If you love me, trust in me the way that I trust in you. Tell me how you hurt me, baby. You don't even have to say a word. Tell me if I'm acting crazy. Tell me that I'm acting like a girl. Yeah. But you know that I can't hold back when I feel bad, and you can see it easily. But you know that I can't change it. I know you can change it. Do you know what it means? And I wanna scream when it hurts like this. Tell me, how can I hold back? How can I refrain? I wanna douse out the burning flames. How can I put it, baby? Tell me, how can I explain? You don't wanna see me angry. But I don't wanna have to hold this within. And I just wanna leave you lately. And I gotta tell you how hard it's been, 'cause you know I can't hold back when I feel bad. And you can see it easily. You know I can't change it. I know you can change it. But do you know what I mean? And I wanna scream when it hurts like this. Just tell me, how can I hold back? How can I refrain? I wanna douse out the burning flames in my blood, baby. Tell me, how can I explain? Oh, yeah. Oh, the burning flames. So how can I put this, baby? Tell me, how can I explain? I wanna scream when it hurts like this. Tell me, how can I hold back? How can I refrain? I wanna douse out the burning flame. So tell me, how can I put this, baby? Tell me, how can I put it, baby? Oh, sometimes Oh, you make me so damn angry. Tell me, oh, how can I explain? Down south, burning flames. Oh, how can I put this baby? Tell me, how can I explain? Just thinking about you, baby. Said I'm over and out. I got my shoes untied, and I'm about you every single night. It's not enough for me to just stand by. I'm thinking about you, baby. I'm over in it. I got my shoes untied. I lost track of all the reasons why. Tell me you love me and I won't lie. You, baby. But when I'm passing by, I got my shoes untied. And I lost track of the wondering why. And when I think about it, makes me think I'm right. But when I wonder about it, but I don't know why. Won't you tell me, baby? When I'm over and out, I got my shoes untied. I'm thinking about you every single night. It's not enough for me to just stand by. I'm thinking about you, baby. When I'm over and out, I got my shoes untied. And all the answer to your question, why? Tell me you love me and I won't lie. I'm thinking about you, baby. I'm sophisticated from head to toe. Tell me something that I just don't know. Oh, 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 I get warmer as I pass by. And then you look at me, baby, like my shoes untied, and it's starting to drive me crazy. When I'm moving around, I got my shoes untied. Thinking about you every single night. It's not enough for me to just stand by. I'm thinking about you, baby, and I'm moving in. I got my shoes untied, and I lost track of the wondering why. Tell me you love me and I won't lie. Thinking about you, baby. I got my shoes untied. Baby, walking around with shoes untied. You see, he's walking around with his shoes untied. Walking around with his shoes untied. Just thinking about you, baby. When I'm moving around, I got my shoes untied. I'm thinking about you every single night. It's not enough for me to just stand by. And I'm thinking about you, baby. Moving in, I got my shoes untied, and I know the answer to your question why. Tell me you love me and I won't lie. I'm just thinking about you, baby. In the morning, I got my shoes untied. Overnight, I got my shoes untied. Overnight, I got my shoes untied, and I lost track of the reasons why. Tell me you love me and I won't lie. I'm thinking about you, baby. That was for somebody. Let's see if they text me. Text. Maddie kissed another twink on stage tonight? Why? Why? That's cool, I guess. Maddie Hewley. He's a mutual friend. He's a mutual. He's not a friend, but he's a mutual. Good old Maddie. Again, I'm just here to do the podcast with Brett. And, I saw him. I don't actually. I don't really hang out with the guests anymore because it's just why. Like, what am I gonna do? If you're somebody that I like, I just don't want to deal with the headache of what
What do I want them to think of me? At all. I'd rather have nothing. Take away my record deal, the one I don't need. Yeah. Spent the last few years getting to what's real. The heart always seems to know if you feel just like I feel. I found some kind of fairy tale. But no, Maddie seemed nice. He did seem nice, but I just didn't want to kiss ass or anything. I was just like, nope, not doing that. not gonna even put myself in the position where I might even think I should. I just can't do that kind of shit. And also, I don't need or want anything from him. And so that's what it is that I don't need or want anything, but there's the implication that I do. I don't even know who implied it. It wasn't me. Maybe it was me. No, it was me, I guess. I mean, no, dude. No, I didn't. And so I didn't ask him for anything. But I love his band. I do like his band. And he seemed cool. He seems cool. And now he's with Taylor Swift. Fuck. Two of the biggest pop stars in the world together. It's like me and Brett. See, the thing about, I think, me is that I value myself. And I always have. That's why I don't like, I may have been, wanting things in the past, but like, trust me, I always thought I was a billionaire, basically. I always thought I was like, I had it all. And honestly, and I don't, and I'm not. And there's financial issues that plague me sometimes. But they don't plague me actually anymore. They are what they are. I'm doing my best. But I value myself quite a bit. So if we're going to talk about 3 to 5 million for emotional suffering for me, that's on the low end, guys. That's on the low end, especially after the revelations of the day. So as it were, which are mine, unfortunately, they're not yours. That's my content that I'm not going to stream. But there have been several revelations over the past couple days that really make you wonder about the algorithm, but everyone wondered. There's already a suit for the people. It's not just me, but how many fucking pop stars have been gang stalked? Brett has been. You know what? The truth. It's sad, not for you guys, because I assume whoever's watching is a gang stalker. But Brett's been gang stalked his whole fucking life. His whole adulthood, maybe even before that, because of something about him. I swear, it's true. And there's a woman that still does it to this day. She actually coordinates with, I believe she cohorts with Michael Thompson to some degree. I don't know to what degree. I mean, I have some speculations, because the thing is, guys, most of you, I'm like fucking, unfortunately, it's not a compliment for myself. Understand, life, an easy life is great. Enjoy yourself. It's hard to enjoy yourself when people say that they don't understand what you're saying, when you understand what you're saying, and you could verbalize it, but it might take time for them to understand because of various reasons. Honestly, not necessarily IQ, maybe just whatever. So many different reasons. So many. But honestly, my life has been spent, is, and will continue to be a fairly solitary. Honestly, I value the art that I put out more than like the integration with people. I don't fucking care. I don't really care. I don't want to be fucking seen you know, like I would like to hobnob sometimes, but I don't care if people. I have done it. I don't fucking. It's like whatever, dude. It's a fucking momentary high, if that at best. Honestly, the things that are, and you know, there's this fallacy that I don't agree with sometimes. This sunken cost fallacy, because I'm telling you, the longer you've been in it with somebody and the harder it gets, the richer the output of it, of a well efforted attempt. And it is more on the line, way more. It's not. I bet you could logically somehow back that up, because I guess you have to increase. You have to account for quality. You have to account for quality. So if the partner is, you know, not a quality partner, then you're gonna have a lower, you know. But like, if you have the best fucking novelist in the world as your boyfriend, you know, like, other guys just don't seem that cool, you know. Like, they just don't seem that cool, you know. And like, and that comes with a lot of things. That comes with him being able to talk fluidly and fluently about literature, which is rare, but I prefer it in my friends. And he has his own opinions, and you know, his opinions diverged from mine so much that at year 6, I learned how to fucking stand by my own opinion without fucking like in a new way, because of the contrast he provided me. And he also provides me with an environment that our goal here is like, I know Brett won't say this. He doesn't say this kind of thing. I say what shouldn't be said, and he doesn't say what I think he should say. But I value art, and my not having bestsellers, but I would like to make, I guess, just great art. I'd rather make great art by myself than shitty art for everybody. But I don't resent anybody who makes shitty art for everybody. Debbie McComber book is not shitty. I thought it would be, but there's some talent there. She wrote Navy Grooms. I have it in my desk. I tell Brett that I'm going to read it. And he's like, why did you make me buy this $6 book in the market? And I'm like, well, partly because I wanted to piss you off at the time. And I did. With a $6 book. So honestly, pick your battles, folks. Pick your fucking battles. Does Brett want to make a fucking issue of $6 at fucking Pavilions? You know, like, when I actually have a legitimate purpose for it, which I do, and it's in my desk, and I have read through some of it, and after I skipped ahead like 40 pages and found some very nice literature, very nice writing. So, and I just want to see what was selling, you know. I'm also reading. I'm reading some great books. This book is the one that's destroyed. Is a Stillness at Appomattox, or Appomattox. A Stillness at Appomattox. Civil War recount. It's like an account of the Civil War. Fascinating. Fascinating. I don't think Bruce Catton is by any means a bad writer. He might be actually quite brilliant, because part of this is compiling what is actually so great about this is that there's such a variety of quotation from a variety of sources, and like that he weaves the story of the war. It starts at a ball, sort of at the beginning-ish time of the Civil War, and there's bleak optimism, I think I would say, and halfway through, I remember telling Brett, everybody at the ball is dead now. Like, that's the reality of it. That's the reality of the book. But Bruce Catton does not mire you in tragedy, and there's even some levity to be had in deaths. There's one general, A.P. Hill. He's a famous general, and his death is actually used as a joke, or a punchline at one point, and it's like they basically have won the war. They're securing the last ground. It's a railroad, I believe. Yeah, the railroad. And on the way, like a piece of wood kills A.P. Hill. This is like famed general. I don't actually know if I know of him. It sounds familiar, but I'm not sure. But it says it's it was a punchline. As someone who talks to like a lot of writers, it was a punchline. It's a little bit it's feisty. I mean, like it was Civil War. It's not a happy time. Well, no, it's not. There is something that comes about in men and women. Maybe they just weren't on the front lines in this book anyway. When I don't know, something about America stood for enough people to say, and we talk about slavery, and I know slavery. I think some reparations are due. I do. Give it to them. Give them like fucking 30 grand a month for a fucking year, or give them 30 grand every quarter for 2 years. Give them a leg up, bitches. They deserve it. They're not like they're fucking humans. Trust me. They'll put it right back in the economy. They do deserve it because they do have somewhat of a disadvantage. And also, it doesn't have to be economically deleterious to our fucking goals. And they're asking for it. They've got a complaint with the United States. In court, they'd probably win. I don't know. Statute of limitations on slavery? Honestly, the facts are the facts. Now, the facts are also that you can be black or any minority and you can thrive like nobody else. And there are plenty of those that do. And that is also true. And also, the money ain't gonna get you anywhere. Like if you are smart with it, it will. If you are not, it will hurt you probably. You'll probably get arrested if you're not smart with it, because you'll be able to do your worst impulse easiest that will relieve the like that's something to consider, like honestly, like for yourself, like not even for because it's not up for us. No, it is up for if it's going to be a public payment of reparations, it ought to be a thoughtful one and have a meaningful and not just be a big cash grab for anybody. It should be exactly what it's meant to do. Remedy a situation that we all fucking know exists. And I don't see the money's there. The money's there. It's there. And honestly, guys, you don't look, Candace Owens isn't wrong when she tells other black people like, fuck that, you don't need it. She's not wrong either. And frankly, I don't know. I haven't talked to many people about this, but like maybe you shouldn't get reparations too. Maybe your shit's your fault too. But it's still statistically an issue, and I don't see a problem with giving people that need it money. You just like, right? That's like my main point. At all. Especially if there's obviously a big disparity in black and white people in jail, don't you think? Don't you think? Even Mexicans probably and white people. All right, now we have Phyllis Torres. Just so I'm documenting this, is now trying to take. Well, I don't care if you take what I said offensively. I don't know how you can construe it as threatening. I'm reading Huckleberry Finn. It's actually written. You're intimidating a witness, Michael. Stop it. I'm gonna fucking count everything you do from now on. I already am. I'm already doing that. Now you're intimidating me. Now you're trying to get me to, I can tell you are trying to get me to drop a lawsuit I'm not dropping by not stopping. I'm not dropping it. So you might as well get a lawyer and call me. Have your lawyer call me. It's not happening. There's not a chance. Zero. A 0% chance. Zero. Absolute zero. Brett's mother will take it over for me in my if in the instance of my death. Put it that way. Brett's mother, I will leave it to her and to her judgment. And she knows I think she does. I think she gets it. I think she sees that there's a major case here. And now it's unfortunately YouTube there's a case with. Not something I'm happy about. It's not get money. What, guys, like I have everything. I have a piano. I have a beautiful condo. I have someone that loves me. And I am like reading novels. Like, yeah, I could have another condo. And maybe it would be easy. Maybe it would be easier. Maybe it would cause more problem. I don't know, but I already feel like I have everything. Now that I got this piano, I really do. Huckleberry Finn, must read. It's a must read. It's a must read. Just read it. It's one of the. You'll see the beginnings of Catcher in the Rye if you look close. If you look close enough. You'll see like the framework for Catcher in the Rye, really, or the American novel, and then Stoner. I still have like one more. This is my second read of Stoner by John Williams. He has 3 books published that I know of. I read them all. They're all fucking great. Not as good as the first time I read it, but worth reading if you want to see technique at work. Sort of like measured American traditionalism, which means to me is sort of like East meets West a bit in the undertones. Those are the 3 books that and then I've started a lot more, like The Magic Mountain, and some other books. I don't know if I like the corrections. I guess I can't just not say that because I like Jonathan Franzen. I like Freedom a lot. I don't know if I like the corrections. I don't think I want to finish it. I don't think I will. It doesn't even. I'm not even interested. I don't care. I think the prose is so tacky, and then, Brett doesn't have that issue. I think with books, like he can deal with tacky prose. I think as long as there's something there to be gained, and there is something to be got out of the corrections. It's not terrible, but it's not for me. Philip, then you are committing witness tampering at this point, and that I would say that based on the preponderance of evidence, which means the amount of times that you have come back and forth from Michael's live chats to here to antagonize me. So I would say that you yourself, I could easily sue you. I don't know that I would add you to the defendants on this particular case, though that's very possible anyway. Very possible, because you have been here enough, and it does seem like your name is aimed at jarring me in some capacity. If that were the case, then I might add on some weight for you as a defendant. So yeah, you could become a defendant, actually. Veronica May, you totally could be a defendant. I don't know. I'm thinking about when I said that I didn't see Veronica May as a defendant. I didn't. I honestly understand, but I'm not gonna. She has been nasty to me too, But you know what? I think there was enough measure. There wasn't enough antagonism, raw antagonism, like in terms of quantity. I think, and I think that's why I feel the way I do about Veronica May in particular. I think that her messages were maybe more well thought out as opposed to just pure antagonizing me. And that's also why I thought would make her a great mediator for us. Because I don't know, does that make sense? You know, in the YouTube, like. I have 2 live streams going. I thought that I might because I noticed that. Is that possible though? Would that be allowed? I can only do Google Chrome. I believe. In YouTube, if you're watching, I already requested that the judge keep it in the Central District for the sake of efficiency. Okay, so here's one, and yeah, there is 2. Huh. Which one should I fucking pick up? Let's do the one with the less people in it.